취임식 내빈께서 행사장 입장하고 계십니다. 큰 박수로 환영해 주시기 바랍니다.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to the distinguished
네,
guests.
잠시 안내 말씀드리겠습니다. AAWC 아시아 국회의원 룰협의회 제2대 회장 취임식이 잠시 후 시작될 예정입니다. 오늘 프로그램 잠시 안내드리겠습니다.
I'll talk
1시
about today's
30분
schedule.
취임식을
Today we'll
시작으로
have the inauguration
취임식이
ceremony at
종료되면
1:30 p.m.
10분 휴식
followed by
후에
the
이사회를 이어서
10-minute
진행할
break
예정입니다.
and the second board meeting of the
네, 전
AAWC
세계가
at 2 p.m.
코로나19로 심한 어려움을
the entire
겪고
world is
있습니다.
suffering
그
from
여파로 많은
COVID-19.
변화가 일고
So
있는데요.
we
오늘의
have
취임식
experienced
또
many
이사회
changes. And
코로나19
we'll
확산
have the
방지를
inauguration
위해서
ceremony and the
온라인으로
second board
진행됩니다.
meeting. So
오늘
this
행사
event will be held
유튜브로도 함께
online.
하실 수
You can
있는데요.
join our event on YouTube.
한국어는
For
유튜브
Korean,
변제일 TV 임종성 TV 채널에서
please,
영어는
you can,
아시아
you can
국회의원
go to
물협의회
변제일
공식
TV.
유튜브 채널에서
And
시청하실 수
also,
있습니다.
the official
아울러 통역
website
수신기
of
자리에
the
마련돼 있습니다. 통역 필요하실
Asian
때
Water
수신기
Council.
착용해
So
주시면
you
됩니다.
can also
For
use
our international participants, please switch to our English channel,
simultaneous
which is
interpreting service.
AAWC official YouTube channel. AAWC 아시아 국회의원 물협의회를 이끌어주실 제2대 회장 취임식
So, we'll
이사회는
now
아시아
begin
국회의원
the second,
물협의회가 주최하고 환경부,
today's event is hosted
한국수자원공사
by the
아시아
Asian
물위원회가
National Water
후원기관으로
Consultative Board
함께
and
해주고
sponsored by the
계십니다.
Ministry of Environment,
각국의
K-Water
참여자
and the
여러분
Asia Water
그리고
Council.
화면으로 함께 하시는 많은 관계자분들
To
환영합니다.
international, we
깊은 관심에
welcome all
진심으로
of
감사의
you,
말씀을
the
드리면서
international
오늘
participants.
끝까지 함께 해주시면 대단히
So
감사하겠습니다.
please stay with us until the end of the event.
안녕하십니까.
and
아시아
gentlemen,
물복지
good
실현과
afternoon.
아시아 공동 번영을 위한 협력의 장 AAWC
The
아시아
AAWC
국회의원 물협의회 제2대
will
회장 취임식
now
진행을
start
맡은
the
저는
inauguration
아나운서
ceremony for the second
정정입니다.
president of the
이렇게
AAWC.
뜻깊은
I'm
자리, 귀한
정지영. It
자리에서
is a
인사드릴
great
수
honor
있게
for me
돼서
to be with
큰
you
영광입니다.
today.
인사 올리겠습니다.
Good afternoon.
네, 반갑습니다. 지금부터 아시아
Now,
국회의원
We will
물협의회
start the
제2대
inauguration
회장
ceremony for the
취임식
second
문을
president
활짝
of the
열어보겠습니다.
AAWC. Welcome.
네, AAWC 제2대 회장 취임식
So
정말
we'll now start
많은
this,
제약 조건
the
속에서도
inauguration ceremony
힘든
for the
걸음
second
해주셨습니다.
president of the
다시 한번
AAWC.
진심으로 감사한
And,
말씀
thank you
드립니다.
for joining us.
환영합니다.
We
오늘의
welcome
취임식과 이사회에 참석해주신
I'll
내외빈들을
introduce
소개해
to you the
올리면서
distinguished
취임식의
guests joining
시작을
us today
알려볼까
before
합니다.
beginning the
한
ceremony.
분 한 분 내빈 소개해
So,
올릴
I'll
때마다
introduce
따뜻한
the-
박수
so each time,
부탁드리겠습니다.
please give them a big
화상으로
hand.
이 현장의 따뜻한 박수와 또 환영의
So you
마음이
can,
잘
give
전달되길
us a big
바랍니다.
hand, online as
먼저
well.
AAWC
first of all,
회장이신 대한민국
President
국회의
변재일 of the
변재일
Korean
의원님
National
소개드립니다.
President of the AAWC.
AAWC 재정관이신 대한민국 임종성 의원님 귀한 걸음 해주셨습니다. AAWC 장석환 사무처장님 자리 빛내주고 계십니다. AAWC 하승재 사무국장님 대단히 감사합니다. 대한민국 물관리 주무부처를 대표해 참석해 주셨습니다. 환경부의 홍정기 차관님 귀한 걸음 해주셨습니다. 네, 본 행사 개최를 위해 물심양면으로 지원해 주신 고영권 제주 정무부지사님께서 자리 빛내주고 계십니다. 아시아 최대 물 국제 협의체죠. 아시아 물위원회 회장이신 박재현 K-워터 사장님 직접 찾아주셨습니다. K-워터 황진수 글로벌 사업 본부장님 함께해 주셨습니다. 어서 오십시오. 네, 그리고 주한 외교단을 대표해서 참석하신
And we
키르기스탄
have,
디나라
디나라
케멜로 대사님
케멜로
함께 해주고
ambassador
계십니다. 네, 캄보디아의 디만체롱 대사님 함께 해주셨습니다. 우즈베키스탄의 조키르 세이도브 부대사님 자리해 주셨습니다. 감사합니다. 네, 취임식에 직접 걸음으로 정말 이렇게 자리
Thank you for
빛내주셔서
joining us
깊이
for this
감사드립니다.
inauguration
다음은
ceremony.
화상으로 참석하신
Now,
분들 소개
I'll
올리겠습니다.
introduce to you those joining us
AAWC
online.
부회장이신 파키스탄의 모하마드
Pakistan,
아프잘 칸 의원님
Mr.
화상으로
Muhammad
연결되어
Afzal
계십니다.
Khan Dadullah
박수
joining
부탁드립니다.
us online.
AAWC 부회장이신
Vice
네팔의
President
수렌드라
AAWC from
프라사드
Nepal.
판데 의원님
Lawmaker
함께 계시죠?
Surendra Prasad Pandey.
AAWC 이사회원이신 네팔의 람바부 쿠마르 야라브
Rambab Kumar,
하원
from
의원님
Nepal,
소개
House
올립니다.
Representative of Nepal.
네, AAWC 이사회원이신 파키스탄의
Member of
나와부
Pakistan,
유사프
Nawab
하원
Yusuf,
의원님
House
반갑습니다.
Representative. Welcome.
네, AAWC 이사회원이십니다.
Member for
미얀마의
AAWC
쪼
from
띠하
Myanmar,
상원
쪼
의원님 환영합니다.
Senator of Myanmar.
이어갑니다. AAWC 이사회원이신
For
필리핀의
member of
마리 그레이스 프레셔스 의원님을 대신해서
Precious on behalf of
임마
Myanmar,
산토스님께서
Imma Santos
참석하셨습니다.
from the Philippines.
아시아 물위원회 부회장이신
Vice President
프랑스의
of the
필립
AAWC,
교수님
Professor
소개드립니다.
Philippe from France.
네,
Professor
아시아
Philippe from
물위원회
France.
부회장이십니다. 중국 리거 수리부
Mr.
국장님을 대신해서 치신양 부국장님
Chi-
감사합니다.
and Mr. Chi Shin-young, Vice President of the
네, 연결돼
AAWC.
계시네요. 네, 아시아 물위원회 부회장이신
네.
필리핀의 벨라스코 마닐라
벨라스코
상하수도청
마닐라.
이사회 의장님이 연결돼 계십니다.
Treasurer of Water Supply.
네, 감사합니다. 아시아 물위원회 부회장이신 인도네시아 물협회 퍼다우스 알리
Firdaus
회장님
Ali from
반갑습니다.
Indonesia. Welcome.
아시아 물위원회 재정관이십니다. 싱가포르의 유이구
From
교수님
Singapore,
소중한
Dr.
시간
Shi
내주셔서
Leong from
대단히
Singapore,
감사합니다. 유이
Treasurer of
교수님
the
연결돼
Thank
계십니다.
you for joining us.
네, 저희가 시간 관계상 내빈 분들 모두 다 소개해드리지 못한 점 널리 양해해 주시기 바랍니다. 다시 한번 취임식 이곳 현장 제주 국제 컨벤션 센터에 함께해 주신 내빈 분들 그리고 화상으로 연결된 내외빈 분들께 다시 한번 진심으로 감사의
We thank those
말씀드립니다.
of you joining us online.
네, 취임식 다음
And
순서입니다.
after that,
취임식에 직접 참석하지는
now
못하셨지만 변재일 회장님의 취임을 축하하는
we'll
특별
watch the videos
메시지들이
of
정말
congratulatory
많이
messages from
답지했습니다.
around the world.
어떤 말씀을 해주셨을지 저희가 같이 확인을
So
해볼
let
텐데요.
us look
축하
at
영상
The
지금부터
videos
하나하나
of congratulatory
만나보시겠습니다.
messages.
안녕하십니까. 국회의장 박병석입니다. 아시아 국회의원 물협의회 창립 1주년 그리고 변재일 의원님의 제2대 회장 선출을 축하드립니다. 온라인 이사회에 참여해 주신 아시아 각국 국회의원님들 그리고 관계자 여러분께도 인사의 말씀을 전합니다. 코로나19로 전 세계가 혼란에 빠졌습니다. 이럴 때일수록 국제적 연대와 긴밀한 소통이 매우 소중합니다. 새로 선출되신 변재일 회장님을 중심으로 아시아의 물 문제 해결을 위한 다양한 협력 방안이 마련되기를 기대합니다. 아울러 아시아 각국의 상황이 충분히 고려된 공동의 입법 활동을 통해 정치적 해법도 제시될 것을 기대합니다. 문명사적 대전환의 시기입니다. 생명의 근원이자 인류의 공통자산인 물 문제는 범국가적 노력이 꼭 필요합니다. 대한민국 국회도 아시아 국회의원 물협의회의 활동을 적극적으로 지원하겠습니다. 협의회의 발전을 기대합니다. 축하드립니다.
네, 박병석 국회의장님께서 이 각별한 축하의 마음을 이렇게 영상 메시지로 준비해 주셨습니다. 다음은
Thank you, Mr. Park Byung-seok.
루익 포숑
Now,
세계
Mr. Louis
물위원회
Pochon, President of
회장님의
the
메시지입니다.
AAWC,
함께 하시죠.
also sent his message.
Members of Parliament, dear friends of water. To begin, I wish to thank in the name of the World Water Council, the AAWC, your organization, for this initiative and for your commitment in providing legislative responses to water challenges. Our organization, the World Water Council, has always considered parliamentarians as key actors to political action for water security. In this respect, I would like to congratulate Mr. Jae-il Byun for his appointment as the new president of your board. Dear friends of water, all over the world, the quest for a better life is relentless and filled with hope. But the many water crises, conflicts, and social and environmental changes are adding urgency to the search for alternatives. Clearly, the world cannot afford to pursue its current course. More than ever, there's a great need for a political agenda enabling an equal distribution of water for men and water for nature. As you know, water is the life insurance of our natural environment and human societies. Today, our challenge is to look beyond the contemporary issues and address tomorrow's priorities, which are foreseeable. We know that there will be less or too much water in the future. We know there will be more competition for it. We know there will be more intense and unpredictable floods and droughts. And we know that the political challenges for water will keep growing. For us to address these threats, you, the policymakers, must translate these priorities into practical responses through cooperative and legal frameworks. The World Water Council is leading this change through the political process of the 9th World Water Forum in Dakar in 2021. With Senegal, we are developing a collaborative framework to mobilize parliamentarians and craft a global position on water with legislators coming from all around the world. Come and join us on the road to Dakar to share your expertise and commitment. Thank you very much and see you in Dakar.
네, 감사합니다. 다음은 사밀라 네어 베두엘레
Oh, thank you.
유네스코
And now,
사무총장님의
Ms. Shamila
메시지입니다.
Beduel, Assistant Director General of UNESCO, will speak.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Good day to all of you. It gives me great pleasure today, on behalf of UNESCO, to congratulate the inauguration of the Asia National Assembly Water Consultative Board, known as the AAWC. I bring you greetings from the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, which is based in Paris. I am the Assistant Director General for Natural Sciences. My name is Dr. Shamila Naya Beduel from UNESCO in Paris. On behalf of UNESCO, I sincerely congratulate the Asia National Assembly Water Consultative Board in this very important initiative in bringing together parliamentarians to discuss water legislation in the region. We are all aware that the COVID and the pandemic has really brought water to the center arena for development and to contain the pandemic. It is therefore my great pleasure to congratulate Mr. Byun Jae-il for his inauguration as the AAWC President. It is my firm belief that President Byung's experience and expertise on water policy and enactment, accumulated throughout his 5 time terms as a member of the National Assembly of the Republic of Korea, would be a tremendous asset to really escalate AAWC to become Asia's representative platform for parliamentary diplomacy on water. Dear colleagues, water is the connector for all the SDGs, and legislative cooperation among Asian countries is facilitating the collective actions for the whole region to be able to resolve water issues. And this is of utmost importance. This is absolutely necessary to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals for all Asian countries. In this regard, I welcome AAWC's initiative for Water Consultative Platform for Asian legislators for the realization of water welfare to ensure that no one is left behind and to achieve a common prosperity in the region. We at UNESCO are very much supportive of all the activities and initiatives undertaken in the Asia-Pacific region. I'd like to convey my best wishes for a successful organization of the second AAWC board meeting, and this will certainly strengthen the network and provide a sound foundation for the development of water policies in the entire Asia region. We at UNESCO and its entire water family, the only intergovernmental hydrology program of the United Nations, the IHP program of UNESCO, as well as the World Water Assessment Program, which produces the World Water Development Report on behalf of the UN water family, and the 36 UNESCO Category 2 centers for water, specialized water centers, water chairs, the whole of the UNESCO water family and its programs. We look forward to working with AAWC in the near future and to ensure that the science policy nexus is really at the forefront to address global water challenges and water challenges for the Asia region. We look forward to working with you to ensure that water contributes to prosperity for all Asian countries. I wish the AAWC all the best in its deliberations, and I sincerely congratulate once again Mr. Byung-Jae-il for his inauguration as the AAWC president. Congratulations, colleagues, and I wish you all the best. UNESCO looks forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
네, 이렇게 네어 베두엘레 유네스코 사무총장본인의
Thank you.
특별 메시지까지 함께 하셨습니다. 저희가 내빈 소개에서 미처 소개드리지 못한 분이 있어서 잠시 소개 올릴까 합니다. 우즈베키스탄 국회 부의장님께서 연결이 되 계신데요. 보리 알리 하노프 부의장님께서도 함께하고 계십니다. 따뜻한 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Please give him one round of applause.
네, 이어가 보도록 하겠습니다. 이번 특별 메시지는 인도네시아 공공사업부 장관이신데요. 바스키 하드물요노 장관님이 특별 메시지 준비해 주셨습니다.
We'll listen to
Very
his
good afternoon.
message.
I am Basuki Hadi Mulyono, Minister of Public Works and Housing of the Republic of Indonesia. I would like to congratulate Mr. Byung-Jae-il as the President of AAWC. In this occasion, I will also like to congratulate the successful launch of AAWC second board meeting and invite all of you to come to the second Asia Water Council Water Week in Indonesia that will be held 2021 at the island of Labuan Bajo, the eastern part of Indonesia. See you there 2021. Thank you very much.
네, 인도네시아에서 열리는 물주간에도 많은 관심 부탁드린다는 말씀도 함께 전해주셨는데요. 네, 다음 특별 메시지는 바로 아시아개발은행 ADB에서 온 메시지입니다. 밤밤 수산토노 부총대님께서 준비해 주셨습니다.
Honorable Dr. Jeong Ki-hong, Vice Minister of Environment, Dr. Jae Hyun Park, President of Asia Water Council, Mr. Chong Seung Lim, AAWC Treasurer, and esteemed Government Assembly members from the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Republic of Korea, Myanmar, Nepal, Pakistan, and the Philippines. It is a privilege to join you virtually today. On behalf of the Asian Development Bank, I would like to congratulate Mr. Jae Il-byun as the new president of the Asia National Assembly Water Consultative Board, AAWC. By promoting legislative cooperations to address regional water challenges, AAWC provides a vital forum to advance water security and socio-economic well-being across Asia and the Pacific. One of its key roles lies in engaging legislative officials to decide on sound water policy. I am especially grateful for this initiative because it is closely linked to one of ADB core priorities under our ADB Strategy 2030, strengthening governance and institutional capacity. Our forthcoming Asia Water Development Outlook 2020 highlights this fundamental importance of governance to achieve water security. On behalf of ADB, I would like also to express my personal appreciations to the AAWC and for our broader partnership with the Asia Water Council and K-Water. With K-Water, many of you may be aware that ADB signed a new cooperation agreement last year. ADB reaffirms its commitment to work with all of you towards strengthening water governance and improving the country's decision-making for a water-secure and resilient Asia and the Pacific. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A quick housekeeping announcement to our international participants. I believe that we had some technical difficulties and simultaneous interpretation was not in service. We are going to put it back up and running very shortly, and you will have your English translation very shortly. We apologize for the inconvenience that it has caused. 네, 그런 특별 메시지 바로 이어가도록 하겠습니다. 다음은 OECD 사무총장보님, 마사미치 고노 사무총장보님의 특별 메시지 함께 하시겠습니다.
Dear parliamentarians and members of the Asia National Assembly Water Consultative Board, it is my great honor and pleasure to address the Water Consultative Board today. I would like to congratulate Mr. Jae-il-byun, the new president of the board. First, I would like to express our deep condolences to the victims of the terrible typhoons that struck the region recently. Our hearts and minds are with you as you work to save lives and repair the damages. The whole world is in an unprecedented and deepening COVID crisis now. But now more than ever, we need to work together to enable a strong, green, and inclusive recovery. In this crisis, we share an even stronger interest to work with our stakeholders in the Asia-Pacific region to achieve our global and regional policy goals, including the SDGs. We also share a passion for water. We understand how water can drive sustainable growth and peace in the region, and how bad water management affects the livelihood of our communities and stalls sustainable development. The recommendation of the OECD Council on Water provides policy guidance on the management of water quantity, water quality, water-related risks, water governance, and finance. I believe it can inform the discussions of the board. This and other OECD analyses are available at www.oecd.org/water. So I would like to invite you to have a look. The COVID crisis confirms that access to safe water is critical in stopping the diffusion of diseases. The OECD Hub on the coronavirus compiles up-to-date information and presents policy briefs, including on water and recovery packages. Again, please visit this online hub for more information. I would like to emphasize that the OECD is committed to enhancing Asia's water policies and management. Let me take 3 recent examples. Last December, we convened a regional meeting of the Roundtable on Financing Water, hosted by the Asian Development Bank. The meeting brought together some 100 policymakers and financial experts to advance solutions that accelerate water-related investment in the region. Later this year, the Asian Development Bank will release the 4th edition of the Asia Water Development Outlook. The OECD contributed 2 chapters to this report on finance and governance. Most recently, the Asia Water Council, the OECD, and the Korean Ministry of Environment have agreed to collaborate to facilitate the achievement of water-related sustainable development goals. Together, we will work with governments and stakeholders to identify policies, technologies, and financing approaches that contribute to water security and sustainable growth in Asia. I hope you agree that parliaments must be the leaders in finding solutions to regional and global challenges. Your role as the voice of the people is key in this respect. The OECD needs you to learn about the concerns of the people, to enable our monitoring of trends in countries, and to help us disseminate our advice. This is why the OECD set up the Global Parliamentary Network, a learning hub for legislators and parliamentary officials. Through this network, parliamentarians from across the political spectrum share experiences, identify good practices, and foster international cooperation. Members of the network have already expressed a strong interest in water-related issues. I would therefore like to invite you to join the conversation. Together, we can contribute to taking forward an ambitious policy agenda on water for sustainable growth in the Asia-Pacific. So to conclude, I very much look forward to hearing about your work today and trust that there will be further opportunities to collaborate on the issues. I wish you a very fruitful meeting. Thank you very much.
네, OECD 사무총장부님의 특별 메시지까지 함께 하셨습니다. 아시아 물 문제 해결에 있어서 입법기관의 협력의 구심점이 되어 주십사 하는 바람 전해주셨습니다. 이번에는 취임식 현장 찾아주신 귀빈들의 축하의 말씀 또 환영사 청해 듣는 시간 갖도록 하겠습니다. 깨끗한 물, 청정 자연 하면 떠오르는 곳 바로 제주인데요. 먼저 고영권 제주도 정무부지사님을 모시고 환영사 청해 듣도록 하겠습니다. 따뜻한 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
안녕하십니까. 제주특별자치도 정무부지사 고영권입니다. 존경하는 변재일 AAWC 회장님, 임종성 의원님, 환경부 홍정기 차관님, AAWC 박재현 회장님을 비롯한 국내외 귀빈 여러분의 제주 방문을 진심으로 환영합니다. 한국의 9월은 청명한 가을이 시작되는 시기입니다. 아름다운 계절에 세계적인 화산 안반 생수, 삼다수를 가진 평화의 섬 제주에서 아시아 국회의원 물협의회 제2차 이사회를 개최하게 되어 뜻깊게 생각합니다. 또한 변재일 의원님의 AAWC 신임 회장 취임을 진심으로 축하드립니다. 올해 유엔이 정한 세계 물의 날 주제는 물과 기후변화입니다. 또한 유엔의 지속 가능한 발전 목표 중 하나가 모두를 위한 물과 위생입니다. 갈수록 심각해지는 기후변화로 인해 물 문제로 고통받고 있는 세계 인구는 급속하게 늘어나고 있습니다. 인구 증가와 도시화가 급격히 진행되고 있는 아시아 지역은 특히 물 문제에 취약합니다. 그렇기 때문에 우리는 공동 위기의식을 가지고 대응해야 합니다. 이제 국내외적인 제도와 입법을 통해 체계적인 물 관리 대책을 마련하고 우리가 가지고 있는 기술, 자원, 경험 등을 공유하는 데 주저함이 없이 나가야 합니다. 위원님들께서 각국의 물 정책을 마련함에 있어 AAWC를 통하여 함께 공유하며 협력하는 모습은 아시아 전역이 화합하고 상생하는
and experiences, and it will benefit start to share our knowledge. And I hope to see your fruitful discussion and a political as well as institutional solutions, and for your continuous support is needed for this. And Byung-jae-il has taken the helm of AAWC. I'd like to give congratulations once again to President Byung-jae-il, and I hope to see your continuous efforts. Once again, welcome all of you to beautiful and clean island Jeju. I hope to see you stay wonderful, stay here in Jeju and fruitful production too. Due to COVID pandemic and other AAWC members didn't take part in this meeting, but later in the future we will see in face to face. All the happiness to you, all the members. Thank you.
2020년 9월 제주 특별자치도 정무부지사.
And I'm Go Young-kwan, Vice Governor of Jeju.
네, 부지사님 대단히
Thank you,
감사합니다.
Vice Governor, for your remarks.
부지사님께 다시 한번 큰 박수
Please give him
부탁드리겠습니다.
one round of applause, please.
네, 부지사님 대단히 감사합니다. 네, 부지사님. 네, 부지사님께 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Please give him one big round of applause, please.
2020년 9월
네, 부지사님께서 말씀을
Now, as
해주셨듯이
Vice Governor told us, we have the Korean Peninsula has been suffering from water-related challenges and damage, and he's taking the lead to minimize the damage. Now, Vice Minister Hong Jong-ki of the Korean Ministry of Environment will make congratulatory remarks. Please give him a big hand.
예, 반갑습니다. 환경부 차관.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am Hong Jong-ki, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Environment. To begin with, I would like to sincerely thank Chairman, everyone joining us online and offline. I would like to sincerely thank Chairman Byung-jae of the AAWC, Assemblyman Im Jong-sung, and President Park Jae-in of the AAWC, and water experts. We thank you for joining us once again. As you know, we have President Byung Jae-il, the second president of the AAWC. I would like to congratulate you sincerely. My thanks also go to former President Chu Sung-yong for his devotion and efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, the United Nations General Assembly declared 2018 to 2028 as the International Decade for Action Water for Sustainable Development. In this regard, the UN is asking all its member countries to cooperate and take action to meet water-related challenges. As we all know, it is difficult to meet many developing countries' water-related challenges with individual countries' efforts. In particular, Asia is the most vulnerable to the storage, use, and disasters linked to water. Intensification of climate change and urbanization will lead to further stressing the importance of water. Under these circumstances, the roles and responsibilities of the AAWC will become more important. President Byung Jae-il's great leadership and your active support and participation will contribute to greater achievements. I would like to ask all of you to strengthen your solidarity with the new president in order to make the AAWC more visible on the global scene and to further contribute to the improvement of water-related welfare in Asia. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Minister Hong Jong-ki, for your congratulatory remarks.
말씀해 주셨습니다. 감사합니다. 다시
Thank
한번
you.
따뜻한 박수 부탁드립니다.
Please give him a big round of applause once again.
네, 다음은 화상으로 참석하신
On behalf of Excellencies joining us online, His Excellency Surendra Prasad Pandit from Nepal, Vice President of the AAWC, will make congratulatory remarks.
AAWC. For his congratulatory remarks, I believe we have Mr. Van Day connecting with us online. The floor is all yours now.
Excellency J. Il-byun, President of
존경하는
AAWC, Member of Parliament and Excellencies, Secretary General and other Secretariat people of AAWC, and other dignitaries in this Zoom conference. On the occasion of inauguration of second board meeting of the ASEAN National Assembly, Water Consultative Board, AAWC, I would like to convey my heartfelt congratulations to the President of AAWC, Honorable J. Il-byun. I would also like to present my sincere appreciation for our fruitful collaboration within this organization. I believe that your tenure will remain successful and productive. I believe that I would also like to welcome the new board members and hope that their journey with us will be successful. I am grateful for the role played by the former President Seung-Yong Joo for the establishment of this organization and believe that we will continue to endeavor to carry all the initiatives begun in his time to completion. Honorable President J. Il Bun, the global community that had been facing water-related issues has had the additional weight of the issues of COVID-19 and its incurred poverty placed around their soldiers. COVID-19 has exacerbated the already very critical issues related to water resources even further. We should therefore ensure that this issue is not discarded while simultaneously addressing other issues by following the set objectives of the organizations. I believe that the incumbent president will be able to garner successes in all his initiatives and leadership by progressively working through each step and know that all the members of the board will support you on this endeavor. From my side, I would like to express my sincere commitment to the board and its proceedings. I would like to end by conveying my heartfelt condolences to the families who have lost members to the COVID-19 pandemic. And recently, as former speaker said, the hurricane, which has damaged life and property very recently. I believe that the world will be able to conquer this global crisis very soon. Thanking you. I am Surendra Pandey from Nepal. Thanking you. And I hope the meeting will be successful. All the members in this very critical situation due to the COVID-19, we are being able to join this meeting by Zoom. And as the earlier meeting, I'm still remembering in Korea, will not affect the decision will be taken in this second meeting, whether it is difficult situation by we are not being able to personally we are not being able to meet each other, but will not affect our decision in this second board meeting to have taken good decision to move forward in a constructive and a productive way. Thanking you.
Thank you so very much for your warm remarks and the well wishes. 네, 지금 부회장님께서 축사 말씀해
Thank you,
주셨습니다.
Vice
따뜻한 박수
President. Please give a
부탁드리겠습니다.
warm round of applause. Please give a big hand. Thank you.
네, 제가 알기로는 네팔이 우리나라보다 40년
Nepal,
빠르세요.
the time goes faster by 3 years, like 11.
네팔로 가보겠습니다.
This is also from, he's also from Nepal. His Excellency Rambat Kumar Yadav from Nepal. Please speak for us.
Do we have you, sir? Mr. Rambabu Yadav? Yes, the floor is yours now.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I am Rambabu Kumar Yadav, member House.
Unfortunately, yes, okay. Please go ahead, please go ahead. We have the audio feed again.
Dear Mr. Jen Libyan, I wish to you congratulate you and your new appointment as a AAWC president, and I take this opportunity to look forward in working closely and strengthen cooperation between AAWC member. I am confident that the Asian water environment will continue to improve hand in hand with the growth AAWC. I am looking forward to the strengthening as a AAWC collective effects and effective during his them I am firmly convinced at our mutual cooperation among the Asian National Assembly member will contribute to strength water management and facilitate achieving the 2020 Sustainable Development Goal in the region. I can very my heartful condolence to the family on how have lost their lives due to COVID-19. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for sharing with us your insights. 네, 따뜻한 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Please give him a big hand.
네, 의원님 대단히 감사합니다.
Thank you, His Excellency Lambab Kumarayaba from Nepal. Now, let us listen to a congratulatory remark from new member Pilaisu Pinmasom from Laos.
연결되어 계시죠? 핀마손 의원님, 네.
Pilaisu Pinmasom, lawmaker.
We are not getting your audio feed, so could you please unmute yourself? 지금 음소거를 해제해 주시면 좋겠습니다. 핀마존 의원님께서 한국어를 잘하시는.
네, 안녕하세요.
Good afternoon.
AAWC의 회원
I'm
라오스 국회의원
Pilaisu Pinmasom from Laos. I'm a new member of
오늘
AAWC.
회의에 초대해 주셔서
Thank you for
감사드리며
inviting me to become a new member of AAWC.
AAWC의 위원장이신 연재일 위원장님께
I'd
인식으로
like
축하를
to
드립니다.
give my sincere heartfelt
오늘
congratulations
라오스
to newly appointed President of
오늘
AAWC
아주 귀한
Pyongyang.
문제로 생각되는데 이번 이 제2차 AAWC
This
회의에
is the
큰
second building meeting
의미도
of
되며
AAWC. It is very meaningful
2030년도까지 물 개발을 하는데
to develop
해결하는데
water
중요한
project,
계기로
and
된 것을
for
믿습니다.
that we
저는
need
이
to
자리에서
discuss many
여러분들에게
issues and many concerns.
성과와
I
축하를
would like
드립니다.
to ask all
감사합니다.
of you to give and make a continuous effort to solve these issues. Thank you.
네,
for
정말
that.
진심으로 감사드립니다. 핀마손 의원님의 그 한국어 실력에
Thank
다시 한번 또
you.
놀랐습니다. 네,
Thank
그럼
you.
축하 말씀
Pilaisu
이어가
Pinmasom
보도록
from
하겠습니다.
Laos
오늘
and a
이
wonderful
자리
Korean
마련해 주신
command
AAWC
once again.
최정관이신
And now,
임종성
we would
의원님
like to
모시고
listen,
축하 말씀 청해
from
듣도록 하겠습니다. 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Please welcome you. We'd like to listen from me in congratulatory remark.
Hello,
Good
Korean to
afternoon.
English. But I can do it. To begin, my sincere thanks goes to respect lawmaker Mr. Byun Jae-il, Vice Minister of Employment Mr. Hong Jong-gil, AWC President Mr. Park Jae-hyun, Vice Governor of Jeju Iceland Mr. Go Young-gon, AAWC members, all ambassadors, and distinguished guests for joining us today. In particular, I would like to welcome our new members from Laos, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan. I also want to give a special mention to Mr. Byun Jae-il. Oni starts as the president of AAWC. Congratulations, Mr. Byun. Today, here in stunning Jeju Island, I am delighted to attend the second meeting of the Asia's National Assembly Water Consultative Board, which is the first legislative body to solve Asia's water issues. As a founding member of the AAWC, this meeting is more meaningful with all the board members, including the new members, despite the COVID-19 pandemic. AAWC was established to provide institutional support to achieve clean water, sanitation, and safety from disasters. Since then, the AAWC has been committed to grow and achieve great accomplishments. Now, studies are being conducted to help countries in Asia more successfully manage and develop water resources, promote water industries, and share water-related actions. Furthermore, we are discussing ways to participate in and contribute to the nice World Water Forum in 2021 in Senegal. I truly believe that the new president's outstanding leadership, combined with your support and participation, we feel the niche. The activities of the AAWC. Once again, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to deal with domestic political issues. We greatly appreciate your commitment and dedication to addressing Asia's water problems and achieving the sustainable development goals. I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully face to face when the COVID-19 pandemic is over. Thank you very much.
네, 영어 축사를 정말 멋지게 해주신 임종성 의원님께 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 개인적으로 아주 내용이 귀에 쏙쏙 들어왔습니다. 축하의 말씀과 함께 또 아시아 물 문제 해결을 위한 입법기관의 협력의 중요성을 강조해 주셨습니다. 네, 그럼 다음으로 각국에서 참여하신 주한 대사님들이 계신데요. 이 주한 대사님을 대표해서 키르기스탄의 디나라 케멜로 대사님의 축사를 청해 듣도록 하겠습니다. Speaking on behalf of the diplomatic corps, we have the privilege, Her Excellency Ambassador of Kyrgyzstan, Dinara Kamela.
Dinara Kamela will deliver a speech.
만나서 반갑습니다. Dear Mr. Byung Jae-il, President of the Asia National Assembly Water Consultative Board, dear Treasurer Mr. Im Jong-song, Secretary General Sok-wan Jung, Vice Governor, Deputy Minister of Environment, K-Water President honorable participants, ladies and gentlemen. It is great pleasure and honor for me to attend in the second AAWC board meeting. First of all, I warmly congratulate Mr. Byung Jae-il on his assumption of the presidency of AAWC and wish success and fruitful outcomes in his activity. I hope with your leadership, Mr. Byung, the Republic of Korea could promote successful projects across Asia. Second, I would like to thank the organizers for the kind invitation and traditionally warm hospitality. On September last year, I and other ambassadors were beholding the inauguration of the Asia National Assembly Water Consultative Board, which was attended by 16 legislators from 6 Asian countries. Since all of our nations have been fighting against the COVID-19 pandemic, climate change continues non-stop. This season in Korea has shown how much climate is changing for the worse, with prolonged torrential rains and typhoons that took the lives of people and damaged the social economic life of state. In the landlocked Central Asian region, where the Kyrgyz Republic is located, dissimilar challenges occur, such as floods in the spring, higher temperature, and prolonged droughts in the summer. Intensive glaciers melting in Central Asia leads to severe water scarcity in the future. In my country, 40% of our population has no access to safe drinking water. Kyrgyzstan, as a mountain country, has similar water-related disasters as Korea, such as landslides and avalanches. In this regard, the role of the parliaments of Asian countries in solving water problems, in mitigation of the water crisis, is four-handed. This forum is an opportunity to reaffirm the steady commitment of the member of parliaments to work together across our borders so as to consider legislative strategies for effective water management and better solutions. In 2010, the people of Kyrgyzstan decided to change to a parliamentary system of governance, where the parliament strongly controls the activity of our government. And I hope that after parliamentary election, which we are planning to hold this year on October 4th, new Kyrgyz lawmakers would be able to participate in AAWC. In conclusion, I'm sure that the most powerful change happens when the political will of Asian countries is followed by effective legislation by parliaments. So the role of parliaments in solving water issues is becoming crucial. Thank you very much for your attention. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for gracing us with your presence and your wisdom. 네, 대사님 진심으로 감사드립니다. 네, 잠시 앞서서 웨빈 소개 말씀 드리기는 했는데요. 당시 화상으로 연결해 주셨는데 제대로 소개가 되지 못해서 다시 한번 소개 말씀 올리겠습니다. 우즈베키스탄의 국회 부의장님이신데요. 고리 알리하노프 부의장님께서 연결돼 계십니다. 따뜻한 환영의 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다. 이곳 현장에서의 따뜻한 환영의 마음까지 잘 전달됐으면 좋겠습니다. 다음 축사는 또 화상으로 연결되신 분입니다. AAWC 부회장이신 파키스탄의 무하마드 아프잘 칸 의장님께서 축하의 말씀을 해주시기 위해서 화상으로 연결돼 계신 것 같은데요. 의장님 계십니까? The floor is all yours now, sir.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Muhammad Afzal Khan Dhandla, Member National Assembly, Pakistan. Mr. President Bayon JL, respectable parliamentarians from different Asian countries, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning in Pakistan and good afternoon in South Korea. Rather, I will wish you whole good day for your health and prosperity. I will congratulate the board to hold this second meeting of the board amid a time of the world is fighting with the disaster of COVID-19. It's a great effort. I will also congratulate our new president, Mr. Bayon, on taking the office, and I will assure him our utmost cooperation in solving the water-related problems of Asian nation. I also hope that his era, his time, and his tenure will be a leading tenure in bringing together the Asian nations on water issues and in solving the problems of different nations in the Asia and in achieving the SDG goals that secure safe water and sanitation for all. I also assure you and expect that Asian Assembly of Water Consultative Board will emerge a very important and leading institution in the coming years under your leadership. I also express, as there is no alternative for water, water is the alternative for water, so we have to focus on the water-related issues of different nations, and we should experience and contribute our technologies and share our technologies to solve the water problems of each nation comprising Asia. I also, because this meeting marks the expiry of the term of Mr. Seung Yong-ju, our former president, and Mr. Lim and Choi, the members, I will also appreciate their contribution and their services in the last year for taking the institution and making its efforts and holding meetings in Philippines in March 19 and then in Korea September 3rd. I again congratulate the sitting president and also welcome the new joining members, Mr. Lee and Mr. Jo from Korea National Assembly. And once again assure you our full cooperation with you in solving the problems of Asian nations as related to water-related issues. Thank you very much.
네. 축하 말씀해 주시는 의원님께 진심으로 감사 말씀드립니다. 따뜻한 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 오늘 축사를 통해서 자리 빛내주신 모든 내외빈께
And
또
I'd like
축사해주신
to
모든
express
내외빈께 진심으로 감사의
gratitude to all
말씀드립니다.
of the speakers and
이렇게 해서 축사
lawmakers
순서는
who
모두
delivered
마쳤습니다. 저희
congratulatory
현재
remarks and which
회장님의
wrap up
취임사에 앞서서 잠시 축하 꽃다발
congratulatory
증정식 갖도록
remarks
하겠습니다.
session. Now
본
we are going to move
AAWC와
on
더불어서
to
아시아 물
present
문제
a bouquet of
해결에
flowers to
지역 협력에
newly
앞장서고
appointed
있는
president. Before that,
예, 네. 저희 축사가 길어지다 보니까 잠시 제가
due to
순서가
delays and so many
헷갈리는 오류가 있었습니다. 양해해 주시기
distinguished
바랍니다. 네, 마지막으로 아시아 물위원회 회장으로서 본 행사 개최에 정말
And
지대한
now,
기여를
let us
해주신
listen
K-워터
to
박재현 사장님께서
congratulatory
축사해
speech
주시겠습니다.
by
큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
AAWC President Park Jae-young, also as K-Water CEO. Please welcome him on the podium.
안녕하십니까.
Good afternoon, ladies
AWC
and
회장을
gentlemen.
맡고 있는 K-워터 CEO
I'm
박재현입니다.
Park Jae-young, CEO of K-Water,
존경하는
as well as
변재일
President of
AAWC
AAWC.
회장님,
Honorable
임종석
변재일,
고영원
AAWC President,
부지사님,
and Treasurer 임종석,
문경부 홍정기 차관님을
and
비롯하여
고영권, Vice Governor of
AAWC
Jeju, 홍정기,
제2차
Vice Minister
이사회
of the Ministry
참석을
of Environment,
위해
and all of you
먼걸음을
here
해주신
today.
국내외
And I'd like to
기빈들께
express my
진심으로
heartfelt gratitude
감사의
for
말씀을 드립니다.
your presence at this meeting.
아시아에는 전 세계
Asia
인구의
is home to
70%가
70%
살고
of the
있습니다.
world's population.
즉 아시아의 물
In other
문제는
words,
전 세계적
water problems
관심과
of
참여가
Asia
필요한
are in the need of
글로벌
worldwide
이슈입니다.
attention and cooperation.
아시아 물 문제의
In order
근본적인
to
해결을
effectively
위해서는
solve water-related
개별
issues
국가
in
또는
Asia,
개별
multidimensional
산업
approach,
차원의 접근이 아닌
including legislative,
입법,
political
정책,
aspects, and
기술,
economic technical
경제적
measures is
차원의
essential for
다차원적
fundamental
접근이
solution
더욱 효과적이라고
to
생각합니다.
solve the problem.
이런 점에서
In this regard,
타기어 이로운 세 명의 벗을 뜻하는
like the Korean idiom 삼익지우, meaning three friends make a
유사성어처럼
great synergy out of the true
AAWC,
friendship, mutual
AAWC,
cooperation between
아시아
AAWC,
각국 정부의 노력이
AAWC, and the
합쳐진다면
governments of Asian
아시아 물 문제
countries.
해결을
Three
통한
friends, we can be
공동
far
번영
closer
달성이
to reaching
더욱 가까워질
inclusive
것입니다.
prosperity of all Asians through
AWC를
addressing Asian water
대표하여
problem together.
AAWC
On behalf of
신임
the
회장님
AAWC,
취임과
once again, I'd like to
제2차
congratulate
이사회
Honorable
개최를
변재일
다시
on
한번
his inauguration as
축하드립니다.
AAWC
감사합니다.
president. Thank you for listening.
네, 회장님 진심으로
Thank you.
감사드립니다.
Thank you.
아까 말씀
AAWC
다시 한번 따뜻한 박수
president.
부탁드리겠습니다.
Please give him a big round of applause once again to
네,
Park Jae-young.
말씀드렸던 축하 꽃다발 증정식
And
지금 바로
now,
진행하도록
this is
하겠습니다.
a real,
AAWC와
time for
더불어
us to
명실공히
present
아시아
a
물
bouquet
문제
of
해결의
flowers
지역
to
협력을
newly
이끌고
appointed
계시는
President 변재일.
아시아 물위원회 박재현
And
회장님께서
presented
꽃다발을
President
증정해
of
주시겠습니다.
AAWC,
변재일 회장님과
who is the
박재현 회장님
person who
은
makes this
무대 중앙으로 나와
event
주시면
possible.
되겠습니다.
Please, two gentlemen, come forward to
다시
the
한번
center
따뜻한
stage.
박수 부탁드립니다.
Welcome, two gentlemen on the podium.
네, 박재현 회장님께서 꽃다발
President
변재일
박재현
신임 회장님께
will
전달해
present a
주셨습니다. 네,
변재일,
잠시 기념 촬영을 위해서 전면을 바라봐 주시기 바랍니다.
Look forward to the center
아시아
to
물 문제
take a
해결을
photo.
위해
To
협력을
celebrate this
이끌어 주실 두 분께 큰 격려와 응원의 박수 부탁드립니다. 네, 두 분의 환한 미소가 이 현장에 아주 밝은 에너지 가득 채워주시는 것 같습니다. 감사합니다. 네, 이렇게 해서 오늘 제2대 회장 취임식의 주인공을 모셔볼 시간이 됐습니다. 어떤 감에 또 어떤 포부이실지가 참 궁금한데요. 큰 박수로 변재일 회장님을 모시고 취임사 청해 듣도록 하겠습니다.
변재일, who will give us inauguration speech for us.
Thank you very
Please
much.
welcome him on the podium.
Honorable Lawmaker 임종성, Vice
존경하는
Minister of Environment 홍정기, AWC President 박재현, Vice Governor of the Jeju Province 고영권, Ambassador, and AAWC members and distinguished guests, thank you all for your presence. On behalf of the AAWC, my special thanks go to Honorable Speaker Park Byung-seok of the National Assembly of the Republic of Korea, President Louis Pochon of the World Water Council, Assistant Director General Samila Neo Beduella of UNESCO, Minister Muhammad Basuka Hadi Mulyono of Indonesia, and Vice President Bambang Susantono of ADB, Deputy Director General Masamichi Kono of OECD, who sent us a video message to congratulate this board meeting. Also, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to former Deputy Speaker Chu Sung-yong for his commitment to establish the AAWC with the aim of sustainable growth in Asia through collective action of lawmakers to resolve Asia's water-related issues. I am Hyun Jae-il from Korea, and I have been newly appointed as the president of the AAWC. For almost 16 years, I have served in the National Assembly and striven to resolve many of the current issues in Korea. In particular, my constituency, Chungcheong Province, is an area particularly prone to flood and drought. Therefore, I am fully aware of the importance of the water management than anyone else. It is a great honor for me to serve as the president of the AAWC, and at the same time, I feel deeply responsible for promoting mutual cooperation among lawmakers, not only from Asia, but also from around the world, with the goal of solving water issues and achieving the SDGs. I'm sorry that I have to greet all board members of AAWC online due to the global pandemic. Korea has overcome many of the potential disasters, such as drought and flood, and achieved economic growth, development with extensive experience and advanced technology in water management. However, Korea is classified as a water-stressed country due to the acceleration of the climate change, which threatens water security not only in Korea, but across all of Asia. This year, the world has been suffered from the destructive effect of the flood and other unforeseen disasters driven by the climate change. In 2019, Asia National Assembly Water Consultative Board was established and declared the Manila Statement to provide legislative support and promote cooperation between lawmakers of Asian countries for the ultimate goal of solving water-related problems of Asia, where is the most at risk from water crisis. As the newly appointed president of the AAWC, I will raise global awareness on Asia's water issues, enhance legislative assistance, and boost political cooperation so as to successfully deal with these problems. Especially, I will cooperate with the 140 member organizations of Asia Water Council from 27 countries to come up with practical solutions for Asia's water problems. As a lawmaker of the Republic of Korea, I will provide full support for AAWC's activities. I kindly request for your support and active participation for promoting legislative cooperation in solving water problems and contributing common prosperity of Asia. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
네, 회장님 축하드립니다. 정말 그간 보여주신 리더십을 바탕으로 앞으로 활약 기대하고 있겠습니다. 다시 한번 회장님께 뜨거운 축하 박수 부탁드립니다. 네, 다음은 오늘 취임식 오래 기억하기 위한 기념 촬영 순서입니다. 기념 촬영을 위해 내빈분들께서는 무대 중앙으로 나와주시기 바랍니다. 네, 오늘 정말 많은 제약에도 불구하고 취임식 어려운 걸음 해주신 내외빈들께서 기념 촬영을 하시겠습니다.
Have taken very precious time to be here.
네, 마스크를 쓰고 계시기는 하지만요. 네, 밝은 웃음 지어주시면서 전면을 향해 바라봐 주시기 바랍니다. 네, 이제 박수 치는 포즈로 한번 들어가 볼까요? How about we clap our hands, put our hands together for the photographer. Thank you. 네, 그리고 요즘 네. 수고하셨습니다 포즈 아시죠? 손으로 thumbs up 하고 밑에 받침해 주시는 네, 수고하셨습니다. 네, 포즈로 한 번 더 사진 촬영하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 대단히 감사합니다. 장시간 수고해 주신 내빈분들께 다시 한번 깊은 감사의 말씀 드립니다. 이상으로 변재유 회장님의 취임식 마치도록 하겠습니다. 지금으로부터 10분 동안의 휴식 시간 갖고 이사 후에 이어서 진행하겠습니다. 지금부터 10분 동안의 휴식 시간 시작됩니다.
And followed by second board meeting.
We will now have a 10-minute break time, and in 10 minutes we will resume and start the Board of Directors meeting.